In 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verses 16 through chapter 3 verse 5, Paul is praying a prayer of blessing or a couple prayers of blessing over the Thessalonian church, and he's grounding that prayer of blessing in the goodness and faithfulness of God himself. Now, prayers of blessing might be something that you might not do regularly, but they are something that pop up throughout the history of God's people. Blessings were prayed over the people of God at various points in their history, and they have been active from the earliest days of the church, where we praying blessings over the congregation. They've been part of the worship and liturgy of congregations throughout history. So even though it might be foreign to us, but they really have these blessings have an opportunity to be a powerful form of prayer where we're praying uh, for the Lord to act in certain ways that we know that are consistent with his character in the lives of those that we love and those who are close to us, those who we are seeking to grow in their faith. I included some sections from John Piper and his teaching on the significance of prayers of blessing that I think is important. But ultimately, when we're thinking about prayers of blessing, one, we're not thinking about blessing in a temporary based sense that is more akin to prosperity theology. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about blessing in the way that the Lord blesses His people, which is uh, eternal in its scope. So keep that in mind. But the goodness of God and the faithfulness of God, our protector, are really what grounds our prayers for blessing. God loves us. He gives us eternal comfort. He gives us hope. He is faithful to us, and He is our protector against the evil one. So all of those things ground our prayers of blessing. So during this lesson time, I want us to do a little bit of teaching, but then I want us to do a little bit of praying for one another, praying for God to bless those in your life group. So those who are hurting or who are grieving, pray a prayer of blessing over the group that the Lord would comfort them. Uh, for those, for pray a blessing that the Lord might establish your group in righteousness, that the word of the Lord might go forth from your life group and transform the hearts of others, and that the Lord might direct your hearts to love God and steadfast and to be steadfast in who Christ is. So take this time to give a little bit of teaching, but mainly to pray together as a life group and have someone, a representative, pray a prayer of blessing over the entire life group.